Hey guys, we got another great first round match here with Willie playing USA Control and Darren playing Dark Vengeance. Should be a pretty good control versus control until you turn 2 spreading seas on the lava car reaches. That's not the way you want to see it started off. Darren draws his card, sits down on Marsh Flats after looking at the crap he has in his hand and decides Marsh Flats what he wants. Passes the turn. And Willie passes it right back there and cracks the Marsh Flat at his end of turn step. So, and quickly searches up the swamp to try to get rolling with the creature base in his deck, which is a couple Vampire Nighthawks and a few Baneslayers is pretty much what his control version's running against Willie's, which is, I believe it's mainly Sphinx of Jaraio, the one that has Shroud. So Darren drops a Swamp and quickly drops a turn 3 Nighthawk. Try to get some quick pressure going on in this game. Which unique gladly passes. Willie looks at his hand and decides there's 8 cards here and it's time to discard and ship the turn back. Discards himself a Martial Coup. Goes in, Darren draws, swings him a Nighthawk only to get Path to Exiled. Then he searches up, trying to see what he wants to do for his next turn. He goes for nice Mountain, which now he has 2 out of 3 colors his deck needs, where as his opponent only has 2 out of 3, but only 2 lands in play. Drops down his second Nighthawk. And Willie passes the turn back. With exactly 7 cards in his hand, he swings him the Nighthawk, bringing the knife totals 18 to 21 that attack step. Darren cracks the Marsh Flats, making it 18 to 20. Searches himself up the plains. And quickly drops one of the namesakes of the deck, the Ajani. Well, maybe not so quickly, but alright. Quickly puts down the Ajani. Decides to make it so his Glacial Fortress doesn't untap, which, you know, seems like a somewhat logical play. But then passes the turn. Willie drops the Celestial Colonnade and ships it right back. That leaves Darren a nice target for the Colonnade, for the Ajani and the Colonnade. So of course he makes it so that doesn't untap, but sings in Nighthawk, making life total 16 to 22. Drops down to Dragon Skull Summit and passes the turn right back. Ooh, 3 mana. That you can smell an O-ring, and that's exactly what it is—an O-ring on the Ajani. Shuts down that back, so now he's not mana screwed that much anymore. Goes the exact step, attacks, makes his life totals 14 to 24. It's quickly beating down with its Nighthawk. He untaps, or really untaps, up to 5 mana now. Looking through his hand, trying to find out what the right play could be in this situation. And Willie's still thinking. Then he taps his 3, drops down an Oblivion Ring, targeting one of the 2 legal targets in the Vampire Nighthawk, which I know many would prefer. And the smart play probably would have been taking out that Spreading Seas, just so the lava car reaches could end the game a little bit quicker for Willie. But you know, some people don't see those plays. But Darren casts Blightning. And that's one thing you never want to do to friends. Never want to Blightning people. It's like getting kicked in the nuts, then tripping as you're walking away. So Willie goes to untap, he untaps. Going through his hand, trying to find the best card he has right now, and something tells me it's going to be in the form of a $75 card in Jace the Mind Sculptor. And, you know, that's exactly what a control deck wants to see opposite of him. So of course he fate seals, sees a card, thinks for about 2 seconds, and throws it on the bottom. So something tells me I think it was either Slayer or something cool along those lines. So, but Darren untaps, gets ready for this is fun next. Think one Blightning's bad. Here's another Blightning. Redirects it to Jace, putting it down to 2, and boy has to discard 2 with that. One of his other Jaces, 1.0s, and a Baneslayer. Darren untaps, plays another Blightning. That's 3 Blightnings in 2 consecutive turns. Rip apart Willie's hand. Then that causes Willie to play what he draws in the form of Martial Coup, and it gives him 3 soldier tokens to try to battle off and try to do some damage. And Darren quickly passes the turn back because he knows what he's doing next turn. He's waiting for that Colonnade to become a 4/4 and get some cascade damage going through. Willie sacks his Arid Mesa, making life totals 10 to 24. That now gives him 6 mana, enough to activate his Colonnade and start attacking for some serious damage, or potentially. Presents his deck, does a famous old cut the deck in half and call it good. Quickly moves in and turns his Colonnade into a 4/4. Declares his attackers. He's attacking with 3 soldiers and the Celestial Colonnade. Darren taps 5 to cast Venomous Blast. Ready to cascade, showing a Sarkhan, Dragon Skull, Arid Mesa, another Venomous Blast, and an Anjani. So there's 1 Dust Colonnade and an Anjani on the board. 3 soldier tokens swinging at Darren. So that'll bring the life totals to a modest 10 to 21. Quickly passes back. Glacial, or actually, he changed his mind. The mountain will be what doesn't untap to make sure his Ajani doesn't get Ajani killed. Darren plays Marsh Flats, sacks that, bringing the life totals to 10 to 20. Taps cuts. Drops a Baneslayer with a Mountain and a Dragon Skull Summit open. Then passes a turn. Willie drops himself an Elspeth, which could get him back in the game, but it looks a little rough right now. He decides to make himself a soldier token. Well, after he finds 5 in the dice, but makes himself a soldier token. Then goes to pass the turn. In the turn, Darren lightning bolts, making the life total 7 to 20. Untaps. Lightning Helixes and has the win on the board, but it was 4 to 24 before the Baneslayer. Want to remind you guys, if you want to come play some cards, come down to J&R Cards, located in Brunswick, Maine. Thank you and have a good day.